The broadcast is alive. All right. Guys, I got to tell you, you have no idea. Sometimes, there we go. Is that better? The stuff that I go through sometimes, you guys have no idea. Jesus fucking Christ. We got a lot to unpack here today, folks. And I'm going to start with a heartwarming story. And then I'm going to go to why Black lives don't matter. So get ready for the ride. Now, you got to stick around for the explanation before you decide to just in ignorant fashion go off on me. Okay. So I get my share of hate mail, and I get my share of fan mail, and I get my share of love, my share of screw you. But let me see here if I get this right. No, I think you guys can still see me. I wish there was some way to. I guess I can do that. What's up? I attended virtual. Hey, Jason. So I get some cool stuff, and occasionally I get something that's really touching. So what happened to me today was Amy. I get a package, and Amy opens the package up for me, and she looks in it, and she starts crying. She's reading this letter, and she's like, "Oh, this is for you, Greg, and you guys should shoot a video." So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let you poke your nose behind the tent a little bit, okay? So here we go. So first things first, I see a Starrett micrometer in here, and the thing looks like it's friggin' brand new. And I mean, it looks like brand new. Nice Starrett micrometer. Oh, it needs to, yeah, I got to put the back into it. It's all, oh, this thing is sweet. Let me see here. Can measure my, let's see if I can put this, oh, this goes like this. There we go. And then this goes on here. Oh, man. I love Starrett tools. For those of you who may not be in the machine world, the Japanese make really nice instruments, and the United States making the Starrett. The Starrett has been kind of like it's the Cadillac of the machine shop world. You know, this thing's been used before. It's got markings on it. I just turned it in. Let me reset 0. Let me close it up. So anyways, I got this nice Starrett micrometer. I don't know if I just showed you guys. They're really sexy. Starrett's always just made the best world-class tools. Now, there's a story behind this, so just bear with me. Now, I have had Mitutoyo. I actually have a set of Mitutoyo calipers sitting here on my table. I kind of like. I have 2 sets of Starretts and a Mitutoyo here, and then I've got this new set of Mitutoyos made in Japan. This is a really nice offset gauge. Super cool, really precise instrument made by the Japanese, made by Mitutoyo. So very, very cool instrument. Anyway, I will get into the wherefores and the whatnots on this in just a moment. So let me put the battery back in here. Very, very cool. You know, Japan's one of our really good allies. I don't mind supporting them. And of course, Starrett's American made. I think they have an Asian line now, but I don't. Let me see where this is. This is made in Athol, Massachusetts. Inspector 804. Yeah, so this is an American-made Starrett. This is actually a tool I'm going to use. Very cool. these instruments came in these beautiful little boxes, and like for guys who like watches, a Starrett, you want to keep your tools in your boxes. If you look in my old, if you look over here in my wooden tool boxes, I've got this kind of stuff all over the place, just piled in there. I love it. So we covet these tools. So I have this customer who's bounced around. I've seen him on social media a little bit, and I try not to engage too much on social media because you can get kind of sucked into it. So I just thought I would read you guys this because we got a little teary-eyed, and it's, what else are you going to do? It's towards the end of the day on the East Coast. Let me see. Dear Mr. Medford, my name's George M. I know his name. GT Red Rider on Instagram. I've been following you since you were a garage. I'm gonna go through some of this that's kind of personal and not drive you guys crazy, but this is not a high energy hostile Medford rant. This is a kind of heartstring sweet letter I got from a grown man. I've been following you since you're in the garage. I've always had faith in your company and you grow to what it is now. Thank you. I tune in to listen to your rants and knife videos and get a few minutes of laughter or knowledge every time I watch. Your success in life's been inspiring. Nice stuff that makes me humble and keep quiet. We apparently share similar feelings on religion and politics. Maybe not on religion, but on politics we probably do. When I tune in, I listen to every word you say, and it makes sense. I don't know because if it's the military or if we're just like-minded. He's a Republican, God duty country, very patriotic fellow. His father, I think it's Jorge, was a Cuban, came to America the hard way. My father was a well-read man and very intelligent. He was a political prisoner in communist Cuba and imprisoned in underground bunkers and starved and mistreated, made to work in the sugarcane fields cutting sugarcane. The 20 months he spent misimprisoned gave him the mindset of leaving Cuba to be a free man in America. I read a sentence like that, it almost makes me cry, He was because that's like my story. My grandfather came here during World War I to be a free man. He was educated in Cuba, but when he came to the United States, he had to go to school over again. He was an engineer, machinist, CNC programmer, worked and went to school to become someone in this country. He worked for 28 years, moving up the ladder step by step. When I listen to you speak about making knives, I hear my father and how much he loved making prosthetic hips, shoulders, and the many other parts for the human body. I know my father and you would have gotten along because you're both highly intelligent and like-minded. Well, listen, I don't always read this stuff because it says nice stuff about me. A lot of times I get the fuck you mail and I read that too. The love and dedication you give to your craft is what draws me to be a fan. The outspoken part of you is what also draws me in. My father and I were complete opposites. I was an athlete grunt. He was a survivor, intelligent guy from another era. My father taught me to be who I am, patriotic and hardworking. I never really ever did see my dad because he left at 4:30 a.m. and came back around 6:30 p.m. every day except Sunday. He worked so hard and achieved the American dream. Times were different then. You raised a family, bought a house, put your kids through school, and then you're retired. My father was a man who believed in supporting USA Made, and instilled that in me. He had many tools which were passed down to me. Original craftsman, I will never give up. I used to work on my car at home, was also given some tools he used throughout the years as a machinist. He was a CNC programmer for Pfizer. He treated all of his equipment and tools with a lot of respect. When he gave me these tools, I never thought I'd give them away because I know that if my dad was alive, he'd want me to. But I know if my dad was alive, he'd want me to give these to you to help continue to make great weapons and stuff for our country. I know you're saying, why the hell would he do this? Because after watching an old video you shared letting us know your family's tools are throughout the shop, still making knives. Something in my heart said this had to happen. So I would love for you to use these tools to make beautiful things. One of these is American, one of these is Japanese. I know you still use some of the machines along with the new and old machines along with some of the new, and I hope that they would come in handy. Both tools are the best you can get in my father's time, and I know they may still be useful gadgets, but they're from the heart. No, these are great. So that's page 4. Let's go on to page 5 here, and we're reaching the end of the letter, and then I'm going to get into a rant. I gotta break it up a little bit. I gotta get choked up reading heartfelt stuff like this, so just bear with me. Please know these are gifts from the heart, from me to you. I've seen the gifts. I've seen you give gifts to people. I haven't read this part of the letter yet, so if he hits me in the heart too hard, you get to see Greg cry today. Give people hoping for a certain reaction because you did it from the heart, and I'm doing the same. I hope you know that this is one man that's been inspired by you and appreciates what you do for us. Medheads. Oh my God, Medheads. I haven't heard Medheads before. That's fantastic. And lover of all things non-gay except the lesbians. LOL. That's a sentence that requires some unpacking. I'm a faithful follower and will always carry a Medford knife. Thank you for being honest, graceful, and humorous with us, and sharing your mind, company, even family. Blessed guy. He says a lot of really nice things, great things about Amy and the kids. I know you probably have 100 weirdos reach out to you. I'm not one of them. I just honestly feel like family after all these years of knowing you through social media. Thank you for everything you do and everything you've done for our country. Keep the knives coming and share your voice. You speak for so many of us who can't speak freely due to work. Every time I share or like your videos in a way, it's allowing me to share my thoughts and feelings without losing my job. We're not allowed to speak freely because it may cause issues. Believe me, sharing your rants lets people know where I stand, and I love it. Okay, letters written from the heart. Thank you for all you do. Hope you continued success. Yada, yada, yada. Medhead, fantastic. Well, so thanks to you and Amy. The tools are from the heart. So first things first. I will absolutely, as soon as I calibrate the tools, use them. I will put the letter in the keepsake pile from keepsake area. I guess the MKT team. I'll open this one up. I'm still part of the team. Guys, this stuff kind of makes my day. Nice photo of I think that's a heron. Greetings from Sarasota, Florida. Thank you to the entire Medford team for all you do. Respectfully, George M. Well, George, thank you. Very sweet of you. I appreciate the heartfelt, kind words. It's humbling to have people hear my voice. It's humbling to be able to say things that I do. I reach out. I get the chance through this job here to reach out to some of the very, very close people in power in our country and throw my thoughts and ideas out there. And I get to see when they occasionally pop in and watch my videos. So thank you very much. Very sweet thing. I'm going to use the tools. The stare at micrometer is going to get used a million times, and I'll know it came from your dad through you. And thank you very much. Big thanks. Let's see. A couple of things here. So I don't know. You know what we should do? Maybe we should do that. Should be the George M video. That's it. No more. I think we're going to cut it loose from here. I think in a little bit I'm going to come on live and I'm going to do a video about some politics and stuff that's going on in the country right now. So give me a few minutes to get my thoughts together, and I'll come back on. I'm going to give you guys a fucking rant to end all rants. And there's some people going to hate me for this one. So just stand by to stand fucking by. It's going to be a little wild. I don't know how to